How long have you known the victim, Lisa Robertson?
All through school, so from about 5 years old.
How well would you say you knew her?
I would say we were really close friends.
How often would you have contact with each other?
We would see each other almost daily. We would hang around in the common room together at college.
If you had to label your relationship, would you call yourself best friends?
Yes, I would. She was the only person that I trusted.
On the night of the incident, can you explain what happened?
Me and Lisa were at a party. She fell ill from drinking too much. So I went for a walk in the nearby park. She was falling onto me a lot, so I was hoping I'd do up. Then she tripped on something. I nearly grabbed her, but she slipped out my arms. She fell backwards and she hit her head. There was just so much blood.
And what happened then?
I tried shouting for help, but no one came. Then she started to choke. All of a sudden, I could see she stopped breathing. I'm not trained in first aid, but I tried to resuscitate her the best way I knew how. But it's too late. I couldn't find the pulse. I sat there in shock for quite a while. All I could think about was my best friend. She died in my arms. I was so upset. Eventually, a passerby found us and called an ambulance.
Thank you, Mr. Hunt. No further questions, Your Honour. Your witness.
Well done, Mr. Hunt. What an amazing story. You almost managed a tear. Because that's all it was, wasn't it? A story. I put it to the court that Mr. Hunt murdered my client in cold blood after she quite rightly refused his sexual advances towards her. Isn't that right, Mr. Hunt?
No! We never looked at each other like that.
That's half right, isn't it, Mr. Hunt? Lisa had absolutely no feeling for you, did she?
I don't know.
Yes, you do know, Mr. Hunt. I have evidence of conversations you have had with Lisa via text message and online. Do you remember any of these conversations, Mr. Hunt?
I recall sending texts and speaking to each other online, yes.
Good, because this is where we find clear evidence that you had feelings for Lisa. However, those feelings were rejected, weren't they, Mr. Hunt?
She had a boyfriend.
A boyfriend who you hated. Someone who you could say you despised. Is that correct?
Objection! We have no evidence to suggest my client hated anyone.
Overruled. Make sure you're going somewhere with this.
Well, Ethan, what was your relationship like with Lisa's boyfriend?
He bullied me at primary school, all the way through to college.
And she chose him. That must have hurt, Mr. Hunt. Being rejected. Did it wind you up seeing them together?
A little, but not enough to kill her.
No, you did that in the spur of the moment. Just after you had plucked up the courage to kiss her, she pushed you away, didn't she?
Well...
Come on, Ethan. How did it happen? You got her drunk, took her on a romantic walk to the park to seduce her, and she rejects you again.
She wasn't like that. It wasn't like that.
Well, explain how, when you said you were not in a sexual relationship with her, how your DNA was found deep inside her mouth and your skin was found under her fingernails.
She wanted me, but she couldn't, because she was with him.
Objection! Can we take a break, Your Honour? My witness has been pressurised into admitting unknown information.
Overruled.
Is that what she said? As she was fighting for her life, and as you hit her head continually with a rock that killed her.
She betrayed me. She was mine. Do you hear me? Mine. And if I couldn't have her, I wasn't about to let him have her.
No further questions, Your Honour.